We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Second and a couple.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he goes out right around the 39.
You look at this Packers defense.
They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And even though this is a top-5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Packers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
Here we go. 10. 38.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
50, green, go pink. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return, here comes Lewis. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Get set, get set. Ready, team, watch out. Move, move, move.
Here's Purdy. Pitch and catch here to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 62 yards. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Yellow, 43. Ultra, ultra, ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love wants to shift things around.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Striker, 3-3. 43 rail.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Niners 21, Packers 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Come on. Hut.
Throwing. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Hut, hut.
They go with Jacobs. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. The first carry here for Jordan James. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. He showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Get set, get set.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
It's Jair Brown.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Following the interception, Love.
That is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Love.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan?
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch the defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, Love to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
39-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. 50, grit.
To throw now, here's Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. 10 black. Ready.
Love.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
White. Ready. Hey, blue. Black. 95. Hut.
Love looking to throw it. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful.
Here's Lewis to return.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance.
And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
52 black.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Trouble. Stand.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Love.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Outside.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Get set. Get set. 18. What's up?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now 2nd and 3.
Outside.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right around up.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Watkins, 45 yards. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. What's good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Packers 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Red, 38. Smack, smack.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Fights through it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check, smack, check.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. 40. Hut.
Jacobs now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
How
about this? They'll change it at the line.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Come on, set. Black, hey, go Fury. Set.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Get set.
They run it with James. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you're a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Get set. Stop.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Outside. 18.
Here's James. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan James, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
He's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On the ground, it's James. He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
21. Get set. Get set.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
James going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Now it's Mason. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable to what their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Black 40. Set.
Straight ahead, ETN. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Yellow 43. Yo. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
It's 4th down.
Going for it, here's ETN. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Get set. Watch out.
And they take a knee.
Outside. Watch out. Up.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Get set. Watch out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.